Olubunmi Aboderin Talabi is an author, the publisher of Clever Clogs Books, and the convener of Akada Children's Book Festival. She is passionate about creating visually engaging, culturally relevant content for children and has a desire to see steadily increasing literacy rates in her community. Her passion for writing developed into collaborating with talented artists to create beautifully illustrated children's picture books designed to make reading attractive and excite children, parents, and teachers. Please welcome Olubunmi Aboderin Talabi for a book chat at the 2021 Akada Children's Book Festival.
Hello everyone, my name is Olubunmi Aboderin Talabi. I'm so glad you're joining me at the third edition of the Akada Children's Book Festival, coming to you from the beautiful premises of the British Council in Lagos, Nigeria. So, for this book chat, I'm going to tell you about some of my favorite children's books, from picture books through to early reader books, through to chapter books, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to start straight away telling you all about The Big Bed by Bumiladiton and illustrated by Tom Knight. I love this book because it is hilarious. It's a great book for, I would say 2 to 6 year olds to read by themselves. It's excellent for bedtime story. And it's the tale of a rather precocious little girl who wants to challenge daddy to find out why he wants to monopolize mummy. Surely mummy belongs to her. So it's just, the book talks about her reasoning, how she reasons with her dad. She talks to him about why her mum is for her and his mum, aka grandma, is for him. It's a great book, funny book, easy to read, lots of big, beautiful pictures, highly recommended, very, very funny. Especially those of you who do MBAs or presentations, business presentations, you'll find it funny the way the young girl, supposedly 3, does a presentation to tell her dad why he really needs to go and meet grandma and leave mummy all to her. The next book I'm going to tell you about, this book is written by Olubunmi Aboderin and illustrated by Olusayo Ajetumobi. And I love this book because it's all about this little girl living in the diaspora with her mom, and she claims she doesn't know how to speak Yoruba, but her mom has been gradually teaching her Yoruba gradually, and throughout the book you learn different Yoruba words for different parts of the body. So you're learning Yoruba, or you're teaching Yoruba to your child without even, without much effort, without the child realizing that she's actually imbibing and learning and going through a lesson. So it's nicely illustrated, good book for maybe 4 to 6, 4 to 7, and you get to learn interesting words about different parts of the body in Yoruba, like Ori is head, Oju eyes, Enu mouth, and so on and so forth, Enyi teeth. So if you're looking for an intro to languages for your child, this may be a good book for you. I Can't Speak Yoruba by Olubunmi Aboderin and Olusayo Ajetumobi. Next, I'm going to tell you about Anika Eleko, and you can just tell how popular this book is in our family, because you can see it's like slightly dogged. We must have read this book at least, 40 times. It's a favorite because, yes, it's a graphic novel. Children, maybe 4 to 8, even older, can read it by themselves. They'll enjoy it. It's about a little girl a young girl, she's probably about 7, 8 years old. She wants an education, but her parents are poor. The mother doesn't really believe in education, and it's all about how she perseveres, despite the fact that she has to wake up early in the morning and go and sell Eleko, to help her mother to get some money for the family so they can eat, and so on and so forth. But she, Anika perseveres. She has the help of friends, the help of strangers even, and she gets a scholarship, and she's finally able to go to school, and from the book you get the sense that she will make it to university. So it's a great book, it's an encouraging book. It shows that there are good people in the world, there is hope, there is an opportunity, nicely illustrated. This book is by Sandra Jabode and Alaba Onojin. It's written by Sandra Jabode and it's illustrated by Alaba Onojin, even though it's an idea of Alaba Onojin. Great book, published by Farafina Tuti. So highly recommended. Anika, Eleko, children ages 4 to 8. The next book I want to tell you about is There is an Elephant in My Wardrobe by Yejide Kilanko. And I must say that before I read this book, the concept of children having worries or children being depressed, didn't really occur to me, because I didn't think that young children had anything to worry about, because surely it's the parents that, take all the care and the children are just free to play. But this book very cleverly illustrates that children perceive things in different ways. And when a child has an imaginary friend, sometimes that imaginary friend is a channel for their worries. And it's important for parents to pay attention if the child is talking about something that appears to be quite fantastical. It's good to pay attention and just dig deeper to figure out if there's something that child is worried about. And this is a, nicely written book. Children ages 2 to 6, ages 6 to 8 they'll probably enjoy this book. They'll be able to read it by themselves. It's a good book for bedtime story time as well. It's a good discussion book. You can read it as a family and then discuss what the book is about, and then have that as an opener to discuss depression and sadness and feelings and so on and so forth. So I highly recommend There is an Elephant in My Wardrobe by Yejide Kilanko. Next is an early reader chapter book. So early reader chapter books, they have short chapters. Children who are graduating from picture books, typically can move to something like this, especially if they're advanced readers. So children 6 and up. But even as an adult, I enjoy reading the Anna Hibiscus series. My favorite is Your Amazing Anna Hibiscus by Atinuke. And I love this particular book because it shows extended family life. A Nigerian family living somewhere in the southwest of Nigeria. It just shows what their life is like, a day in the life of a multi-generational family all living in the same, big, beautiful house. And in the book itself, each of the chapters are like short stories in and of themselves. And my favorite chapter is the one called Goodbye Grandfather, and another one called What's Wrong, Sonny. I love Goodbye Grandfather because it's a useful way of understanding how children cope with grief. It's also a good tool for parents who want to know how to communicate tough news to their children. It also explains why children sometimes react in a manner that may seem inappropriate. It's not because they're behaving badly, it's just simply because they don't know how to handle that worry or that impending bad news that everybody knows is coming. With What's Wrong, Sonny, I like it because it shows the effect of bullying. And in this case, Anna herself is the one who joins the bullies to bully Sonny Belafonte. Sonny Belafonte is a boy that lives in their house. And Anna's not typically a bully. She's not a bad kid per se, but the book talks about the circumstances that can cause a child to become a bully. So highly recommend You're Amazing Anna Hibiscus by Atinuke as a great book for, yes, I would say 6 and up, children 6 and up.